Hey, this will be a video chart on WAMUQ, Washington Mutual Incorporated. This will be a weekly chart, and I'm not even going to go on the daily chart or anything. And for those of you that maybe aren't familiar with charts, what that means is each one of these bars, or candlesticks as they're technically called, is 1 week's worth of price action. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't look like a lot, but time span wise, that's 1 month right there. So if you look down here, you can see that we're covering multiple months here. So keep in mind this is a weekly time perspective. And the reason I want to do that, just real quick, I still get some requests that filter in for it, but if history repeats itself, there could be a big move. If not, then whatever. But just glancing at the chart, it's actually pretty interesting. And the key thing that we're going to need to pay attention to is this purple line here, which is the 50-week simple moving average. So drop down here, and then it flattened out. And what really kind of stuck out in my mind is if we look right here, the last time that the weekly chart came down here and found this area, hovered around here for quite a while, and then made this big move up. Now, going back through the chart and recalling kind of the story, I remember it had this nice week here where the price came up and then came down, and then it seemed like everybody lost faith in it. People forgot about it, and it was just basically pulling back for about let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 for about 4 months. It just had one red week after another, and then it found this 50-week simple moving average, this purple line, and then we all remember this move that it made here, and now it's come back down. And I was curious to see how it would react around the 50-day, whether it would just fall right through or whether or not it would find support. And thus far, you can see the price has found support. Now, am I saying that 110% it's going to bounce back up and make another huge move like it did back here? I'm not saying that, but it is very interesting to see that the price has once again found support down here at the 50-week. So if anything, it's worth at least keeping on your radar. And it wouldn't even have to go all the way up here to make it worthwhile. I mean, right now the price is at what closed today at 17 cents. So it could go up to 30 cents, and that'd be almost 100% move. And I'm not greedy, so I'd even be happy with 20 to 30% on something like this. So it's worth at least keeping an eye on. And if there is any sort of trampoline effect off the 50-day, or excuse me, 50-week moving average, like it was back here, then there could be a pretty interesting move here, and it could make some nice percentages. So if anything, I guess in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is it's worth at least putting it on your radar, because if history repeats itself, it could make you a nice little chunk of money. Obviously charts aren't a crystal ball, and it's not you can't say whether or not for sure it will. But just looking at the chart and how it acted, I think watching it, putting it on your radar watch list, might be worth the time and effort of just typing in the 5 letters on your watch list, and then it's as easy as that, and checking back and seeing if it does start to bounce it off from this area. So worst case, nothing happens and you just delete it. Best case is it starts to move, you get in and you make some money. But yeah, that's what we are looking at right now. And obviously, if you're in it, you don't want to see this fail, because if it fails, that's one of these things where the price could really start to take a beating, because the 50-week has provided some good support here. But thus far, so good at these past 4 weeks. It's been doing a good job of holding up. So if there are any other questions on the chart, whether it be a daily or weekly chart question, let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to go to the site and sign up for the newsletter. One more time, this was the weekly chart on WAMUQ. Thank you for listening, and enjoy your weekend.